Hey VC, it is Kevin here, Wargod 63. I have an update on some vinyl I've gotten in here last couple 3 weeks. So anyway, some of it was pre-order stuff, been waiting a couple months on. Some of it came real fast, some of it didn't, but I got quite a bit of stuff here to show you. Before we go, here's what's playing. The band is called Arkaina. Band out, I believe these guys are out of New Hampshire. They are on the Heaven and Hell Records. Kind of old school heavy metal, maybe a little thrashiness involved into this, but good stuff here. Out of Canada. Actually, these guys are out of Canada, not New Hampshire, so good stuff here. So let's start with the vinyl here. This I got a couple of weeks ago. Another in a great long line of great German thrash bands. These guys are a great thrash band as well. Out of Germany. I believe they have 4 albums out. This is their 3rd album, I believe. Picked this up over in Germany, a band called Traitor, and the album Venomizer. Just great old school, thrashy, maybe a little speed metal at times. But this came out in 2015. I think these guys have been around about 10 years. But some great German thrash, newer thrash. So good stuff here from Traitor. Up next, I believe this is the 4th release, if I'm not mistaken. Band out of France, but good stuff here as well. Love these guys. Traditional heavy metal, old school heavy metal, whatever you want to call them. Some Hammer King, and their album is King Demonium. This is it's a gatefold edition. Of course, the vinyl here, as always, polyline sleeve. This is black vinyl. Good stuff here. There's a inner sleeve, band picks, liner notes. I have all their stuff that's out on vinyl and CD as well, so pick these guys up. Band out of France called Hammer King, King Demonium. I can't remember who showed this on an update of their videos. Might have been Cloudy Milder. Can't remember anyway. So I do have the one previous to this, and this one kind of intrigued me, so I went online and looked for it. I found a seller over in the UK that had it, so I went and ordered Rogue Mail and the Animal Man. This is on Music for Nations. So I think it was Cloudy that had this. So like I said, I was intrigued. There's a picture, the inner sleeve. Really good shape. Of course, it's on Music for Nations. Minty fresh. Seems like when I order stuff from overseas sellers, it doesn't take long to get here, especially if you pay right away, which I did. So, Rogue Male, this one came out, let's see here, what year did this come out? Let's see here. I don't know if I'm going to find a date on here or not, or a year. $1986. So yeah, so my second album from Rogue Male, Animal Man. I don't know, the picture to me kind of reminds me of an Adam Ant cover, way they're dressed, especially this guy right here, dressed like Adam Ant. So Rogue Male. Up next, these two are, well, one of these is first time on vinyl, one is a reissue. This comes from a band that was formed back in '82 under the name Trojan. And it's more UK power, speed metal, thrash metal. I think it's more power thrash than anything. But this came out on Cult Metal Classics. As you can see, there's the back. But these are put out by, like I say, Cult Metal Classics. They just came out here back Friday was the release day of these. So I've been loving this band and the other band a lot. So I had to pick it up. This one is Chasing the Storm. I've been trying to find all their stuff, and I've got quite a bit. I also have this on CD. I got these on CD before the vinyls came out. Vinyls came out after. So I've had the CDs for about a month now. And these were just released through Cult Metal Classics. I think you can go over to No Remorse Records. They're selling them over there. So there's a few different distributors selling these. So pick them up. Guarantee you'll love it. And then Trojan split up and became Talion and released this one, Killing the World. I do have an OG of this pressing on Major Records, part of the Peaceville Records company. It is an OG. I was just online today looking up what OGs go for as far as the vinyl pressing of that. Right now they're up into the $150 range. So I got mine for like 45 bucks. So good stuff. Again, UK power thrash. I call them more power thrash than anything, but great stuff from these guys. Search them out on YouTube. You can go check out some samples, but two great bands. Then I picked up the brand new Pat Travers album. I've been on a kind of a real heavy Pat Travers kick, and let's see here. So I picked up their new one, which is called The Art of Time Travel. It's a limited edition. This is on a marbled vinyl, red vinyl, bluesy rock. This is actually a pretty good album. You can tell his vocals lack a little bit on this as he's getting older, but still, nonetheless, still a good release from Pat Travers. Like I say, he's more bluesy than hard rocking nowadays, but this album is a combination of both. So, good stuff from Pat Travers. And I picked up this one as well, The School of Hard Knocks, which originally came out in 1990. and was re-released in 2019 on Purple Pyramid Records. It's a corporation of Cleopatra Records. Some more rocking, good stuff. I still love the 70s Pat Travers Sebasto, the self-titled one, Making Magic, self-titled one, or trying to think about, can't think of it, Heat in the Street, but good stuff here. I have the CD of this, so I ordered the vinyl. Initially I ordered the vinyl through Amazon, and so it came and it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't even the Toxic album. I don't know what they do over there sometimes. Of course, it came from the warehouse in Fargo. Up here we have a huge Amazon warehouse, so most of our stuff comes out of there. So I reordered it again, or was going to reorder it again, and again it wasn't the same thing, so I just canceled the order, waited about a week and a half, reordered it, finally came in, the new Toxic Dysmorta, more technical thrash. Mixed reviews on this. I happen to like it quite a bit. Good to see they finally released some new material after like 35 years. But if you like technical thrash, this, Wargod, definitely check this out. I was doing some searching, let's see, where was I at? I think it might have been on Facebook, and I happened to come across somebody was talking about this band, Crowhaven. Band from the early 80s, more hard rock, metal in nature. So I know somebody had mentioned that some of these copies are really expensive, which is right, I did go check out, but I happened to find a cheaper one. I mean, the album's in great shape, cover's in great shape, but so I picked up Crowhaven Emotional Adjustment. I believe this, originally this came out I believe in '83, but re-released in 2008 on Metal Soldier Records. This goes up in price, probably well over $100, but lyric sheet, I think somebody printed it off, put it in there, and then of course the original. And of course then the vinyl. So early metal hard rock from like 83, 84, originally released. I don't think this is a well, yeah, it was a repress. Originally 86, okay. And then reissued in 2014. I can see it on the spine where it says. So, 86 album. I believe this is the only release Crowhaven put out. But Heavy Metal Darling, great track. Paradise, Testify, Little Angel, Crowhaven. This comes from a band I came across a couple weeks ago on Facebook. Somebody had posted this band is coming out with some new material. And what I read sounded very interesting, up my alley, so I went over to Discogs and I ordered some. I ordered 2 in fact, but the other one was a CD. So I picked up this on vinyl from Cruel Force. And the album is called Under the Sign of the Moon. Kind of thrashy, really harsher vocals, almost deathy at times. Trying to think of where these guys are from. But this is put out by High Rollers, so I'm sure it sounds excellent. Here's the inner. Has a dedication to Ronnie James Dio on here. It is black vinyl. They have 3 CDs out, new one coming out. But anyway, here's some Cruel Force, some deathy thrash. Up next, came across this really cheap. I don't have this particular album. I do have a couple other albums from this band. It's an early 70s band. This one was actually released in 1973 on Capitol. The band is called Bang, and the album Music. Just some early 70s hard rock. Of course, Frank Ferreira and Frank Glicken are the 2 main guys. In fact, I do believe these guys are coming out with some new material here very shortly. So, some Bang, 70s hard rock, original inner, on black vinyl, Capitol label. Early 70s hard rock. It's a band that really never got their recognition. They should have been bigger, but as is, they're not. But they're still around today. So here's some Bang with Music. I think it's my 4th Bang album now. So Bang. This is a really good release. I kept seeing this on my Facebook news feeds quite a bit, you know, and really didn't think nothing of it. I didn't really like the cover, but for some reason this cover still gravitated towards me looking at this album. So I went over to YouTube and I typed in the band's name, and I was checking out some of the videos, and it blew me away. The band is called A to Z, and this is their self-titled release. This has Ray Alder on vocals, and it has Mark Zonder on drums. It is progressive. It is heavy at times. It is melodic at times, but very, very good release from these guys. I do have the orange-red splatter, but this is a surprise album for me this year. I really love this. The first track, Trial by Fire, just is an absolute killer song to lead off the album. But if you like maybe a little bit of Fate's Warning, a little Warlord, kind of what you're going to get here. A little more progressive though, but still good stuff. A to Z. This band out of the 70s. This is a soundtrack album. At the time I bought it, I didn't think nothing of it as a soundtrack, but I bought the CD through Stormspell, and I love what I heard. This finally came out on vinyl through Riding Easy Records. This is a great slab of early hard rock. I think this was originally released in mid-70s. The band was called Sorcery, and the album Stunt Rock. That is the movie. Stunt Rock was the movie. This soundtrack. Wow. Can't say enough about this. Just a great piece of 70s hard rock, mid-era 70s. But yeah, Riding Easy tends to put out a lot of these gems like this. A lot of stoner bands, a lot of doomer bands, kind of bluesy hard rock bands, new wave of traditional heavy metal bands. This is another band that's really good, like I said, Sorcery. I have this on CD. I've had it for a while. This was in my top 25 of 2021. Female fronted. This is their third release, I think. Let me get a drink here, guys. But this is by far their best release. It's heavy. It's got great female vocals, got killer riffs, great musicianship. All in all, a great album. I'd rate it probably an 8.5 out of 10. The band is called Clamorian, and the album is called Eulogy for the Gods. This just came out on vinyl here a couple weeks ago, and so I picked it up. Decent price, probably €20. And €20 right now is about the same US dollar price, maybe a little less. But so I picked this up. Shipping wasn't bad. So yeah, this is a really, really great release, especially the track Hunter of the Damned, which starts off side one, appropriate. It just rips. Again, like I say, female fronted. Band is out of, let's see what I say. Ukraine, Russia, somewhere, and I think they're out of Russia. But nonetheless, the music speaks for itself. Great slab of metal here. Traditional in the sense that it's good metal. But good stuff here from Clamorian. Ordered this over at Boone's Overstock. Scott Waters is telling me I should order this. I did order it. More of an EP on vinyl. It's put out by Retroactive Records, limited run vinyl. This is originally released in '87. The band Valor and the album Masquerade. Just some '80s. I think it's thrashy metal, but I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet. But anyway, looking forward to some Valor, originally in '87, put out in 2022. So yeah, looking forward to this. Just got this through No Life Till Metal. I have the CD. I think this album is limited, maybe to 100, I think. But anyway, I picked up Communal Decay from Vindicator. And first 50, you got a button, which I do have here. I believe it's right here is the button. So good stuff here from Vindicator. Some other stuff coming out here very shortly, but yeah, good stuff here. I pre-ordered this, finally came last week. Love the band. I'm still missing some of the early stuff on vinyl, but this was recorded at Bloodstock Open Air on, let's see, August 14th of 2021. Creator and live at Bloodstock. Usually anything Creator I'll buy. Love the band. Limited to a red black marble vinyl, 500 copies of these. I'm sure there's other colors as well, but good stuff here. Then I ordered the new Gravedigger, Symbol of Eternity. Of course, we all know Gravedigger. You get what you get with Gravedigger. They don't change for change's sake. They just keep it who they are. I saw this band maybe 4 years back, 5 years back, down in Minneapolis. Great show. Too short, but still they put on a great set list. Saw them with Overkill, and I think the other one was Symphony X. Kind of an odd lineup, but anyway, the new Gravedigger here. I do have the CD as well. This is out on Rock of Angel Records. I ordered this from a guy in the US, so it was a little bit cheaper. I didn't have to pay for those crazy shipping costs, which probably would have been $19, $20. But another great piece of music from Gravedigger. Last one here, guys. I pre-ordered this, God, I want to say 3-4 months ago. I do have this on CD. I need to go back catalog these, pick up the remaining ones on vinyl. I think this is their third release from a traditional heavy metal band, Toledo Steel and Heading for the Fire. Good stuff. Love this band. Of course, the new wave of traditional heavy metal to me is my favorite genre type, so I usually buy anything from that era and that genre. But new Toledo Steel finally out on vinyl. I believe this is, I think the CD came out earlier in the year, so this just finally came out on Cherry Red Records. Yeah, Dissonance Productions, Cherry Red Records, so overseas. So anyway, guys, that's all I have. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to hear updates of next videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Comments leave below, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.